And we are back from the break. The party has arrived at the asteroid, checked in with the dwarves to see everything is still ongoing with their Schrodinger's construction. Given them some more funds to continue their works, and you guys can also, like, if there are things that you have on the ship that you want to keep as a group, but they don't need to be on the ship, they don't need to be on Bral, you can have them stored on the asteroid as well. Like, you have smoke powder here, for example. So if you want to get more, get some more smoke powder before you leave, you can do that.
Yeah.
But if there's anything that you want to leave, you can do so as well.
I think if we've got anything of levers that we're not doing anything with, we should pack it up and leave it here.
Okay.
In a box.
Well, I was gonna use some of her things as part of like a funeral pyre.
I mean, you can do both. Use some and then store the rest.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted to use her notes as part of a funeral.
Right.
Pyre.
I'm going to be leaving my statuettes. Yeah.
Okay.
No jade and the unicorn bust, because we're gonna have like a trophy room. So that's part and parcel of like talking to dwarves. Yeah, can we have like this kind of room, like a meeting room, but it's also got
right. So like again,
pieces.
Schrodinger's construction. Some of the stuff is already done. You've got storage rooms. They're lockable. Blah blah blah. It's just that you haven't detailed it yet. So
Right.
I'm gonna leave the genie pipe here.
Okay.
Genie pipe. Hook up.
I would think with this being part way through, the dwarves would say, we've finished this room. It's not kitted out yet. You can store your stuff in there and we'll sort it out later.
Yeah. Right. So certain rooms would have been done first because they would be necessary. Like, you've got a powder room. That is definitely done because you got smoke powder in barrels and they needed to be stored.
That kind of powder room.
So,
gotcha.
Yes, that kind of powder room. Sorry, a magazine. And you could have like a secure storage chamber as well. That is locked, that they don't have a key for, that was already done. Stuff like that. And it's fine. Like, it's Schrodinger's construction.
Mm-hmm.
You decide what you want, and I will decide when it was completed. And if it was necessary to have completed that early, then it was completed early. It's very easy that way.
Okay.
So you can get a lot of stuff. You can get stuff stored here if you want. And then just make a note on your inventory that you're storing it on the asteroid.
Yeah,
I don't think we had a list of what Leva might have left behind, because she took a lot of stuff with her.
Basically, it would just be like personal effects and her notes and stuff like that.
Right. So it'll just be some personal effects because the notes are going to get burned.
Or like notes about her family are the ones being burned. Like notes about spell research, that went to Solas. So he has that stuff, and that wasn't encrypted.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Okay.
So you go. While we're here, Finn would like to cast a plant growth on the trees and stuff that the druid's been planting.
Okay. I can't remember if the druid is. I don't think the druid is still here, because I think.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he was here mainly to just get everything going, which is fine. Like, like it is doing well. So you would take some time to check on that, get a plant growth. How many plant growths do you have?
Let's see, it's a 3rd level spell, so I could cast it up to 4 times, but I probably would only have 1 memorized.
Okay. You could say that, I mean, knowing that you'd come here, you could say you'd have at least 2 and do 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom.
Yeah.
North and south.
How big is our asteroid?
It's potato-shaped.
Yeah, and...
It doesn't give it size, it just gives us a shape.
I know, it's potato-shaped.
Yeah, it's potato-shaped, and most of the usable surface we have is on the top, and bottom rest is basically a cliff.
Yeah.
The potato
so we have a very limited usable surface on the top.
The potato
is the outer layer.
Potato is an American size for when they don't want to use metric.
Right.
How big would the asteroid actually be?
I don't know. I don't have a
Yeah.
precise number.
Because the use of the spell I was going to do affects a 1 mile square area.
Yeah, that's what I remembered. That's what I was going to bring up.
Well, that's surface
It's,
space, and the asteroid would almost certainly have more than 1 mile of surface space.
Okay. So 2 spells then.
Yeah. Part of it is that like a lot of it is on the cliffs, and so again, like I don't have an exact number, but the map that I gave you guys was definitely a few hundred feet from side to side.
Yeah, and that was a partial map, wasn't it?
Right, and that was just the what was in like carved out and stuff like that, and that was above the gravity plane. So you've got that much more space below that has not been worked at all. And then like it's, you know, you could like picture a rounded off can. You know, it's not flat on top and bottom, and it's not sheer on the sides, but you know, roughly that kind of shape. So one casting gets the top and a lot of the sides, and another casting gets the bottom and a lot of the sides and stuff like that. And if you want to like try to terrace out some areas, like if you like, for example, Finn, if one thing that you want to do is carve out some areas on the sides to get, you know, it would be shaded overhangs, but some more areas to have some more plants and stuff like that. That's one of the things that you guys can discuss and come back to me with.
Yeah.
That might be an idea for growing a little food to supplement the asteroid with.
Yeah. If you want more than just what can be grown on the top and bottom. All right, so you get those cast, which bring, you know, like grow everything even more than they had been. They're doing reasonably well. The asteroid isn't big enough to have weather, but it is big enough to have like it does get temperature changes, and it does get kind of seasons kind of thing. So the dew point changes, and a lot of moisture comes through, you know, evaporation and then condensation from dew and stuff like that. So that's kind of how, you know, the water cycle works. Now, if you want the dwarves to do something with that lake to get that water to those areas in a more like cyclical fashion kind of thing, you can do that.
Is there enough surface area for Finn to have like herbs growing on the surface?
Oh yeah, it depends on the herbs, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's got trees growing now.
Yeah, trees is useful. I don't know if Finn will let us use the trees as planks.
Not enough trees, and they are young trees.
Yeah.
Considering their main purpose is to supply the asteroid with oxygen to breathe.
Yeah, the dilemmas of life: planks or living.
And really, if you need planks, like I mean, if you just need one tree's worth as an absolute immediate emergency, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Plenty of furniture we can smash up to make the wood.
If you need a lot of wood, like if you wanted to actually build a ship here, you could go to Green Shield and chop down some trees and bring them back.
Yeah.
You know, so so Finn, you get those spells cast, get the plant life on the top and bottom to be quite vibrant. There's definitely some viney type plants growing down the sides now. And the trees have been growing for a couple years now, so they're good sized. You're never going to have more than like a small grove of trees because of the size, and the biggest trees are not going to be growing close to the edge and stuff like that. But you can definitely have some decent sized trees if they're fast growing and stuff like that. And if you want to plant specific types of plants, that is definitely something that you can consider and think about, and some of it you might have already done.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything, Finn, that you think that you might want to collect up that you've planted before.
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head, but Finn would probably always be looking for trees and shrubs to bring back.
I know Braxon is looking for mythical magic trees.
Yeah.
So,
This-
looking over real fast, Finn, looking over the locations that you'd be keeping an eye out for. You have one here: forest, clearings, or caverns. What herb is that for? Actually, mountain slopes might work too.
Oh, let's see. That was for Mountain Slopes was for Deathmock. Forest Clearings or Caverns is for Nevermind.
Okay, I will say that you can make a search. Like you've cultivated what you need to make one search here periodically, top and bottom. So one search for each top and bottom.
Okay. I might as well try that then.
And you're of course just taking what you need and making sure that like if a failure would be like, no, it's just not enough to take and know that it's going to keep growing kind of thing.
Yep. All right, let's see. Search modifier's a -3 on this one. And herbalism. There it is.
Okay.
Even with the additional -3, that's a success. And the second one, no.
Okay.
So one success.
Okay, that was for...
For Nevermind.
Nevermind, okay. And so then Deathmock?
Deathmock. Roll for those. That's a no. And that's also going to be a no.
Okay, how close is that 8 to a success?
Missed by 1.
Okay, I'm going to give that to you.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check that.
Okay.
Yep, Deathmock is still also a -3. So
Okay. Because you have cultivated this, I'm going to give you a +1 bonus to all of your checks here from now on.
okay.
If you can think of other ways to get some of the other ones in, you can. I'm not, like, I can't think of offhand of a good way to do it, but it's something that you can think about if you want to try to, get some of the other herb types growing here as well.
Oh, if only we had a body for leather, you'd have a graveyard technically. Or does that have to be more than one grave?
You just need, it does need to be more than one grave. You just need Braxon to get his followers and then get them all killed, and then bury them here.
It also has to be an old graveyard, so...
And then just go back in time and bury them.
Why
No, you just cast age objects,
why does Braxon's followers need to die?
Because you're the only one. Well, actually, no, you're not technically the only one who would get a large number of 0-level followers. Solas would too.
Mm-hmm. Once I have a place for them.
Yeah.
I'm the only
I
one
get
who...
thief followers, but I don't
I'm the
get
only
priest ones.
I think I don't get any followers outside of the one I purposely go to pick up, which is Squire.
Yeah.
What exactly do you need to? You don't need bones of dead people, do you? Just a grave.
It apparently needs to be an old graveyard.
Well, we could go to a place like Recab's Wedge and plant plants there. You need to plant plants.
It needs to be an old graveyard, Finn?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Old graveyards at night.
yeah, I let the Rock of Brawl work. some other settlements like Recap's Wedge, maybe. I don't know. That would be up to you to decide how long
Yeah.
that has been settled.
That's true. It's not that long.
And on the question of followers, I don't even know if I get any or not.
I don't think druids do.
It depends on how you want to read the druids, archdruids, and the great druid section.
My preferred way to read that is to flush it down the toilet.
Okay then, because that's where it talks about gaining underlings.
I mean, I could definitely see modifying that a bit. But I can't think of your asteroid. Like, if you started bringing some more asteroids in and creating a cluster here, then, and especially clusters, like, ones that had, natural terrain, so not like the Dwarven asteroid, that might start bringing in some Druid followers, but I don't think you have enough here right now.
It says that when Druid becomes 12th level, he gains 3 underlings.
Yeah, the main thing is I just like that's all a
It's
weird.
It's based on a different organization though.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just all really weird. I like my druids to be a little bit more traditionally priest-like. So. All right, but that's neither here nor there because you would need a finished enough settlement to get any of that. So. Okay. So with the basic stuff taken care of, Lafdul, I'm not going to require you to make a check to complete your. You wanted it to be a plaque. Is that what people would decide?
I think it was like a plaque, like memorial stone kind of thing.
Okay.
It's just like here we commemorate our friend Levalithana.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's no grave. Black... You can't say here in Terran's level because it's not there.
Black is the most suitable, I'd say.
So yeah, during the trip, I would have got what we should have wrote.
Yeah, and I don't need the exact words. Just the sentiment is fine. Where do you guys want to put it?
Well, it has to be outside, obviously.
I mean, it doesn't have to be outside.
No, but I want to grow it. Well, in theory, the practice was, at least my contribution was to plant a tree where, it's symbolic, if nothing else.
Well, Finn is the best person to talk to about planting a tree. What do you feel, Finn?
Yeah.
Well, probably, I think everything that we started growing on the top of the asteroid first, so that's probably the more fertile area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I have a thought. I want to burn the notes in funeral fire. I'm thinking that we could mix the ashes from that in wherever we plant a tree.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Finn, what do you think?
Yeah, that could help.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So, on top of that, Finn, you could, turn the area around this, tree that's going to be planted into a, like a little garden or something if you wanted.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. So, Finn, you pick out an appropriate spot. Ockar, you gather together the notes and some other personal items that you want to burn as part of a funeral pyre. So nothing that's, like, everything will turn into actual ash that can be mixed in with the soil. Lafdul, would you have, like, gone to the Elven Grove on Bral to get a particular type of seed? Or would you want a seed that is here, like of a tree that's already here on the asteroid?
The original idea was to plant one of my beans from the bag, in game I'm learning what it does. But we also thought, in case it doesn't actually grow a tree, we'd actually get some various
very unlikely to grow a tree. Very unlikely.
Yeah, well, that's why I went with Finn, because we did do this in game, that we'd find something that would survive.
Oh, okay. I must have forgotten this.
Are
Okay.
you doing that spell that tells you whether this would be good or bad?
Yeah, I'm doing an agri before I plant. I mean, I would like to try one of these beans. I plow one of them. I don't know what will happen.
I mean, you know that these can produce a really wide range of potentially beneficial and potentially harmful things.
I mean, that sums up leather.
That's a fair argument. That's a fair argument, actually. That's a good point.
That's why I thought it was symbolic.
That's a really good point. All right.
That's true.
And if it didn't get a tree, I would play a regular tree afterwards. So.
Okay.
If you
I
survive.
was only going to do the one.
Assuming it doesn't blow up the asteroid.
And assuming that you survive.
I hope. But yeah, I will do an augury just before, it's planting time, I guess. So as Ockar's burning the paper or turning them into ash, I guess, on a brazier or something.
Can you use the reroll to get the best bean?
I wouldn't use a reroll on this anyway.
I mean, you could
Even if
use a
I had one.
reroll for sure on this if you wanted.
I wouldn't though. I would just leave it down to fate. Not influence the fate, as it were. Not on the augury, that is. Not
Okay.
on the beans. I mean, if I had a reroll for the beans, I might.
DM is rerolling to get something at least potentially worthwhile. That doesn't totally suck. DM prerogative.
Fair enough. I've got the luck, so I can slightly shift the odds, I think, can I?
You get to choose from. Okay, so yeah, you've got luck.
I want to be something
You,
treeish,
the
so.
player, get to
Yeah.
choose from neighboring choices. And this is not your character. Your character is completely unaware that this is happening. Your character is just lucky.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I will give you the reins, as it were. I don't want to know. I just my intention was to get something that was a tree or something tree-like.
Right.
I mean, aiming in, or even if it's just a plant, a shrub, I'll try for a tree, but who knows? And I would be praying for a blessing as I do this.
Solas keeps definite distance away from the Lafdul when he's planting.
I will trust Lafdul implicitly.
No, I'm asking for my god to influence this.
I
Right.
trust.
That means that Solas is keeping even larger distance.
Finn is trusting Lafdul enough to do this, but he is keeping a fire spell in hand just in case.
Is that to remove Lafdul or the plant?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll have my sword ready in case things go crazy.
It's fine. This is a memorial service. It's not like they're going to die.
You're dealing with wild magic. I don't know what could happen.
Oh, that was living with her was,
Yeah. I'm talking about the beans. The beans are basically wild magic.
Yeah, incarnate is fitting. So, yeah, I will do an augury before, just in case it's, world-shatteringly bad. Then am I trying to lay it for half an hour? Yeah, no, I'm iffing and mooring about it.
Nope, too late. It's already happening. I'm just trying to find something that's that feels appropriate.
Oh, yeah. I'm still going on with the beans. What I meant is, I'm conflicted on how I should roleplay. That's what I'm trying to get across.
I need something fun.
Something very lava-like,
Yes. Also something that I can do without having a map of the top of your asteroid.
Asteroid. Well, it's all figured out in mind. We don't actually need a map.
So
I
at
don't
least it
imagine.
won't be a purple worm.
Ah.
Oh no, I wouldn't need a map of the surface of your asteroid for a purple worm.
Well, if it's purple worm, I hope it eats Lafdul.
I'm not sure if purple worm could fit in the. I think a purple worm would destroy everything regarding the asteroid. And
Oh,
just going
turn it
through
into
the small
Swiss
place.
cheese.
Yeah. It wouldn't live here long.
Lafdul's trying his best to remember some kind of homeland funeral chant as he's like doing it. He's like whispering into himself or something, or muttering to himself.
Okay. All right. So, Ockar, what kind of speech do you want to give as you? Oh, actually, first of all, the augury. What percentage chance do you have for that?
79.
79. All right.
Mm.
Okay. The augury indicates that there is a potential. The luck will weigh heavily on you, and the potential of danger is weighed evenly against the potential for a benefit.
Fine. What's the
Oh.
worst that could happen, right? You know, I die.
Purple
The
worms.
asteroid
Purple worms.
self-destructs, and we have to escape onto the ship, and we lose hundreds of thousands of gold pieces worth of effort and materials and everything in one fell swoop.
It's just material wealth. What are you on
Yeah,
about?
it's just material wealth.
And
All
all
right,
the workers here
I
die.
think, I think Braxon will be more concerned about our workers dying.
So, Ockar, you take the notes and some other personal possessions, and do you have fireworking, or does anyone have fireworking, fire building?
Finn does.
Okay. All right. So, Finn, you'd make a little pyre platform that can be burned. Not very large because these are just like small personal items. That won't require a check. That's very easy for you to do.
Braxon could use the tip of his flaming sword if it's needed.
If you want to light it that way, I mean, it's a way to participate.
I mean, I got flaming dagger as well, but
Well, but Braxon is the one that thought of it.
yeah,
So
no, it's fine.
Braxon holds out his sword and lights
Yeah,
the
you do your
small
sword.
pyre
That's your contribution.
with his sword. Ockar, do you want to make a prayer or recite a poem or something?
I will make a prayer towards the Aesir and Vanir to make sure that Leva's soul goes safely to rest wherever she's destined to be. And if she has earned it, she be allowed into Valhalla for her great efforts in keeping us all alive and protected and saving us more times than we can count with her great magic.
Okay. And Solas, do you want to read your prayer over the burning pyre?
Yeah, and after that he moves away from the bean.
It hasn't been planted yet.
Yeah, it hasn't, but Solas is going to be reading a traditional Celtic funeral poem. May the road rise to meet you, may the wind be always at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face, may the rain fall softly upon your fields until we meet again, and may Ogma hold you in the hollow of his hand.
Okay.
I've definitely heard that before. IRL.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is IRL poem.
Yeah, that's fine. It's been adapted, and again, like part of it is the sentiment more so than necessarily
Oh,
the
no, it's
exact
really
words
good.
too. So
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. So you like while you're waiting for the pyre to burn down. Is there anything that you guys want to do together as a group to continue the memorial while waiting for the fire to burn out?
Solas toasts to Leva's memory.
Okay, so you brought some
Yeah.
beer or mead or something.
Yeah, from my own stash.
Okay. Anyone else have anything in particular? Otherwise, I'll just assume you share some like stories.
I'll join in on the meat and like share stories and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same. It's a group thing.
Finn
I mean,
will
I'm
as well.
Braxton's going to be quietly polite, but afterwards he's going to go off on his own and share his thoughts with himself and with Patar.
Okay. All right. Okay. After the pyre burns down, you can mix it with some soil that Finn has prepared as a spot for planting the bean. And Lafdul.
Yeah. No, that's
Braxton
upon
will
his
make-
approval, I will plant it, I guess.
All right, Braxon. What were you saying?
Braxton's going to maintain a respectful, safe distance from the beam.
Oh, come on, none of
Solas
you.
casts fly and is going to be hovering above the ground in safe distance.
I shall stand right next to Lafdul, trusting in him implicitly, but keeping a hand on my sword hilt in case this backfires horribly, because I don't know what could
Come
happen.
on, none of you trust me.
Finn trusts you, clearly.
I trust you more than the others.
Lafdul, Solas trusts you as far as he can throw you.
Same, and I can throw you quite a distance.
Yeah, Solas can't.
Finn, in a show of trust, only mentally recites the words to produce fire, just to remind himself.
Remember the emergency code.
The emergency call.
Okay. All right. So, you plant the bean, and let's see. Do you actually need to
Be able to water it as well,
Let's see.
so.
I believe it's a D100.
Oh, I already rolled.
He knows what's rolled up, so.
Okay. Yes, you do need to water
Alright, water it.
it. Okay.
Oh! I've only just thought of this, but he might let me retcon this. It was only to the soil. I would have added like one use of my Sealy Court soil to it if Finn didn't think that was a bad idea. It's what I use for my pixie dust. It was good for planting stuff.
All right. Finn, how do you feel about that?
What are you using again?
Pixie soil. You'd probably know what pixie soil is. But...
Should I make a check to see if that's going to be compatible with the local soil?
So it is soil, a pinch of soil from the Sealy Court. It is absolutely going to be compatible. And go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
So that's your terrible person.
All right, Finn. You cannot imagine any way that this would hurt, short of, pixie magic can sometimes have unintended side effects, kind of thing.
Yeah, I will simply state that. And
It summons the unseelie court. Oh no.
I
And
did
fishing
decide
for
to
lava.
re-roll to see if I get something better. So Zakad,
Aw.
your choices are a stone wall, a sphere of iron, or a tree.
3.
Okay.
I've already got a plaque. I don't need a wall of stone. God knows what that would do.
All right. So a small growth plant sapling sprouts up from the soil, and it begins to grow quite quickly. In just moments, it is a foot wide and 20 feet tall.
Oh, that was fast.
Another moment, it's 50 feet tall and 3 feet wide.
All right, Lafdul starts backing off, so he's not going to get crushed by
And yes,
trees.
you guys
I'm
do.
gonna back
Those
up
who
as
have
well
not
and be like,
already
"Oh,
backed up,
That's getting big fast. That's getting back big fast.
those of you who have not already backed up, would definitely need to back up even more.
Okay.
So you quickly back away. It finally stops growing, and it is 100 feet tall.
I'm gonna look
Awesome.
at Lafdul and be like, "Is that supposed to happen?"
Yes.
Between 5 and 10
exactly.
feet wide.
It's an awesome tree to commemorate Leva. That's some amazing fertilizer. Lafdul thinks to himself.
And you can see large acorns hanging from the branches way up high.
Acorns.
Yep, acorns.
Solas flies cautiously close to check the acorns.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh no, they're acorn monsters.
Acorns?
Acorns, yeah,
Oh.
it's an oak
Acorns.
tree.
Oh. You can plant more of Leva.
All right. So, Solas, the tree is not like making any threatening moves towards you or anything like that. The acorns are substantially larger than you would expect an acorn to be.
Mm.
Do you want to pluck one and see what happens?
Yeah, I'll risk it.
Okay. So you
Lafdul casts the spell magic on him.
you're casting dispel magic on him.
So
He's
he
like
falls
60
down.
feet up in the air.
I know. No.
Why?
You want to kill me?
Oh, no.
Are you trying to kill another one of us?
Since that would be height enough to kill me.
Would it? Oh, yeah, it's 100 feet.
Yeah.
Well, I said you're about 60 feet up because you didn't go all the way up to the top.
Well, 60
All right,
feet is
all right, I won't do it.
still high
I
enough.
won't.
Yeah, it's pretty high. All right, so you cautiously pluck one from the tree, and as you pull it away, the outer woody covering of the acorn crumbles away, and there's a brown substance, acorn-shaped, in your hand, and you get a whiff of it. It smells pretty good. A little bit bitter, a little bit sweet. Seems like it might be
Although
edible.
Is it chocolate?
I'm curious.
Did you take a bite?
Yeah.
He's eating raw acorn.
That
He's
is-
mad.
Delicious. It is just the right mixture of sweet and bitter. You've never tried anything like it. It is delicious. You quickly gobble it all up.
Have we got a
Lafdul
nut,
starts getting jealous.
do we have a Nutella tree?
Oh, that.
Solas picks rest of the acorns that he can see.
All right. Before that, Give me a system shock check, please.
Oh my god. If he passes and this gives him stat boost, that'd be hilarious.
System shock. Okay, it's that.
Honestly, when the acorns were brought up, my brain went to King's Quest. I'm gonna be like, he's gonna open an acorn and there's a diamond in there.
Yeah.
That's
Alright,
a
I don't know
pass.
what.
You're a year younger.
Oh, nice.
Don't pick the rest of the acorns then. We can use them when we need them.
We don't know
Um,
how long this tree's going to last. It's magical.
Finn, give me
Well, if-
a wisdom check.
You know, I've heard of fountains of youth. I've never heard of trees of youth.
Yeah, we've got 11 years imbued into this tree. How old was Level? Like 100 and something?
Okay, Finn. With the caveat that this is a magical tree and the properties wouldn't necessarily persist, given the ripeness of the acorns, they will all fall within a week if they're not actually harvested. If this is operating as a normal tree. So you can share that information with everyone else or make a recommendation or something like that.
I will, and I will recommend that we harvest 3/4 of them and leave the rest to see what happens.
Okay.
Alright. Lafdul's
Sounds good.
gonna.
How many would that make up then, all?
Well, there's actually hundreds of acorns.
Oh.
But are all
Alright.
of them special?
I'm casting Polymorph Self to go around flying.
I think to a druid, all of them are special in a way.
I mean, are all of them larger than normal?
Yes.
We should all take apart a lever within ourselves by eating an acorn each.
What?
Yeah, Solas does mention to the party that it did taste delicious.
Yeah.
I
See?
just find that wording a bit off-putting.
It's fine. You know, we're,
After this just,
commemorating lever. You know.
Lafdul is just revealing his cannibal tendencies.
I thought those were wood elves that were cannibals.
Yeah. Or Lafdul's got a questionable parentage from his father, so who knows.
Well, pure curiosity out of seeing if the same effect happens from every acorn. Finn will eat one.
I'll eat one too if one's brought down to me.
Yeah, I'll fly up and eat one as well. Can't you identify plants and stuff?
Normal plants, yes.
This is most definitely not. Well,
magic.
so as far as you can tell, Finn, it is a normal oak tree. But there's obviously some magic going on. You're not sure. You could not say what its effects are beyond that. So real fast, Finn, you want to eat one. Do you want to ask Solas to bring you down one? Or do you want to somehow go up the tree and get one?
I'll change into a squirrel, find a sturdy enough branch that I can reach one from and change back.
Okay. It is a very
thought you were
big
gonna
tree, so
bury
it's
it.
very easy to get up to the top and as a squirrel, and then turn back into your fin form and
Right,
pluck one.
Tosker?
Not quite. He's turning into a normal squirrel.
So this is not Jaeger still.
All right, so
I
Finn,
mean, it could be in your eyes.
you pull one away from the branch, and as the husk of the acorn breaks away, you have an acorn-shaped piece of amber in your hand.
Oh, nice. So it's different.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So it will be
it's
different
random.
effects.
Can you bring me down an acorn, Solas?
Yeah, I will fly a few down.
I will. Well, I've got polymorph up, so I'm going to take a squirrel form and climb up the tree. It's
Okay.
a squirrel.
Braxton's
Um,
gonna. Sorry.
It's
Go on.
100 feet up. I'm not risking it.
So the
Yeah, I was
question is,
thinking
do you
about
want to
lowering
do?
a
Do you
rope,
want to
but
like start out doing this one at a time to see what happens and like round
Yeah.
robin kind of thing?
yeah,
Solas will pick multiple before going down with them.
Yeah, fly is gonna last a while, so it's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's still going to be picking multiple before going down.
Okay, so well, you can give one to Ockar and one to Braxon.
Yeah,
Oh, Braxon was going to go get one for himself, though.
you would have to climb 60 feet.
He's got a
he's
magic
got
rope.
fly. Oh, and a rope.
Yeah, but can't the fly hover?
Braxton's got a magic rope.
Yeah, but the magic rope only goes up 50 feet.
Yeah, you can use it,
They're-
stick
they're-
it many
they're-
buttons to halfway it, then
And are there no branches below 50 foot?
No, it's pretty high canopy.
Okay.
That's why Solas had to go up 60 feet to reach the acorns.
All right. Braxton will
Mhm.
take one from Solas then. Thank you.
All right. So Lafdul has gone up. Are you getting the acorn in squirrel form, Lafdul?
yeah, I'm getting a squirrel form.
Okay. And you're gonna open it up that way?
I'm gonna find like a good resting place where I can be comfy whilst I grab an acorn. I
Okay.
might even try eating it if it's edible.
All right. Give me a dexterity check, please, because these are pretty big acorns.
I don't know what the squirrel's dexterity would be.
It's your
but
dexterity.
Mine's 18.
Okay. You do manage to stay on the branch, but this is a little unwieldy for your normal squirrel form. Finn chose wisely by turning back into a human before plucking one. But you do manage to position yourself and change back. And as you as the husk of the acorn breaks away, you have a perfectly transparent glass acorn in your hand.
Oh, glass, not diamond then. That glass is still cool though.
Yeah, we're sadly not in Daventry. They have
Because I've
diamond
got
acorns there.
gem cutting, it's definitely glass, right?
Yes.
It's not a gem.
Yeah.
Right. I have a glass acorn.
Solas would again
Well, hold
suggest that.
on. Ockar and Braxon still haven't taken a look at theirs.
Oh yeah.
So Braxon is captain. The husk on your acorn breaks away,
Uh-huh.
and you also have a piece of sweet, kind of bitter-smelling, dark brown,
Lucky you.
edible material.
It knew what Braxton wanted. Okay, Braxton's going to eat some of it.
Okay.
Only some?
Well, he'll eat some of it to make sure it's not poisonous before eating all of
We
it.
don't know.
It is very, very delicious. It is very
Yeah.
delicious.
All right, Braxton will eat all of it then.
And you do not need to make a system shock check.
No?
You find your just public presence is more interesting to people around you. You can
Oh, you
speak
got
better.
charisma bonus.
You gain a point of charisma.
You
Wow.
lucky dog.
Yeah, this is amazing. You just pick the entire tree of all these acorns. Well, maybe leave it fair, as Finn said.
Ockar, the husk on yours breaks away, and inside it you find a piece of slightly greenish white stone in the shape of an acorn, and that is a piece of jade.
Mm,
Oh,
Oh,
I have a
nice.
jade acorn.
nice.
Not
I guess I'll,
charisma.
I guess I'll have Lafdul appraise us later.
I mean, I can make it into a personal thing, that you're always carrying with you.
I'd like to get it appraised so I know how much it's like worth, and then I can get it like recut into something else by you if you want.
I mean, sure. You're symbolically cutting up what is of leather.
Oh, I was gonna get
it's-
it made into something a bit more personal.
All right, fair enough.
I guess I'll ask for another acorn. Just one more, and that'll be done.
Agreed on the Paladin.
Yeah, Finn will try one more as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll have to. Should we just keep doing this?
I'm
Solas,
capping out. I'm capping out after 2.
I would suggest that we pick them all, since I doubt the magic is permanent.
Well, I'm capping out
Yeah.
after 2.
Well, yeah, I'll see what happens after we've all got to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Finn, you pull one down, and inside the husk is what some of the others have also already gotten: a sweet-smelling brown piece of what is in fact chocolate.
Okay, Finn will eat it.
Okay. Give me just a second to check something. Finn, you find that your capacity to remember things and recall information is slightly faster. You gain a point of intelligence.
Oh, nice. Oh, you might get a proficiency or something. You have to check that.
I did get another language slot.
All right, that will be another proficiency then.
I know what I'm hoping for from this, but I doubt I'll get it.
Wisdom.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah,
Figure out what I
it is something that you can like. It doesn't go away, so that is a permanent new proficiency slot. So, and you'll need to spend time like actually learning whatever it is.
Right.
So definitely, plenty of time to think about it for next session or something like that.
Yep, I'll just put a placeholder on my sheet for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and people are worried about this. What's the odds of one of these killing one of us? Lafdul says that to himself.
I mean, if I had
Looks at his ego.
failed in the system shock save, that would have killed me.
Probably.
I'm thinking that perhaps drawing too much from it may turn fatal.
Yeah, probably if you more than one.
That's why we're doing
Well,
like 2 each right now, and we'll see what we think then.
I
Two
think it's
each.
more of the eating ones rather than the material value ones.
So-
I've got like
So
Finn would suggest not eating more than one, at least not this week,
Right.
at the very least.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
fair enough.
So real fast, since Solas and Lafdul are still up there, Lafdul, you want to pull one down?
Yeah.
Question:
Yes.
Do people think that Behemoth could eat one?
Chocolate is not good for dogs.
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's a good
no,
point.
it's
awful.
That's a good point.
But it might
I
not be.
wouldn't give it to Behemoth, but maybe Ingritha.
To make this simple, these are for you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. That's good.
All right. You think we're allowed to have more than one, though?
I mean,
Some
some of us
people
just
have
had 2.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
it's just don't eat more than one. If you
Yeah.
get like a
I mean, does
All
anyone
right,
have
right.
an augury to see? Well, next time you get one, you can. Does anyone have an augury or anything that they could cast?
I've
I'll
already
cast-
cast mine.
Oh wait, I'll cast my augury. I have augury prepared.
Okay, when you get a second one that's edible, which you haven't had one yet, so. Or when someone gets a second one that's edible.
All right.
So, Lafdul, you pull one off, crack it open, and inside is what you saw Ockar open, a piece of jade in
Oh,
the
I
form of
got
an
2.
acorn.
I will pick one for myself and one for Ockar and Braxon.
Okay,
Thank you.
so the husk of yours comes off. And you also see another piece of chocolate there, Solas. So
Okay.
going down,
Solas- if
because
Solas
Solas, you had
wishes-
you
The
regained
one
a
that took
year.
year off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll cast Augury to see if the
Eating
the
it
rune
all.
stones say it's safe for you to eat another piece of chocolate.
I would be thankful.
I
Okay.
shall cast Augury to see if it would be safe for him to eat another thing of the chocolate.
Okay.
Or if it goes straight to my hips.
What is your
I-
percentage there, Ockar?
It's based on my priest level, my effective priest levels.
Yeah.
I'm level 11, so that means
What's your priest level, casting level?
I got well. No, I think I'm
You're
level
third.
3.
3.
Yeah.
I'm level, got to level 3, so that'd be 73%.
Okay. All right. Each individual is due a specific measure.
I also don't eat more than one, probably.
And they will get that measure.
I'll mention that each individual is due a specific measure.
And they will get that measure.
And they will get that measure.
Well, that's worrying when they say they will get it.
It
So
could
that
also...
means that if you were given another piece of chocolate, it might be that you were meant to get another piece of chocolate.
That's true.
Yeah, I was thinking along the same lines that it could mean that if we split all the acorns between us, each of us get what we are meant to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I say, go ahead and eat it. I think it's safe.
Yeah, Solas risks it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, just rolling new character.
Oh, yep, you're dead. I'm sorry. No. Solas. Also, legitimate roll. You find the gear you're carrying doesn't feel as burdensome.
Yeah.
You gain a point of strength.
You got extra strength.
So now my
what
strength
he
is 7.
wanted. Congrats.
Yay! It doesn't allow me to carry more, but it helps.
Well, it just means if you do get a strength book or strength potion or
Yeah.
something.
So, you guys can continue to go through this, and you will find that none of you will open up. Like, once you've opened up 2 ones with chocolate inside, there will be no more that you will
For each
open
of
up
us.
with chocolate.
For each of us?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
each of us will eventually get a chocolate one.
Well,
Then-
each of you will eventually get 2.
Then
Yeah.
I will eat the 2 chocolates I get.
Okay?
Yeah, I would do mine when it comes to me.
All right. So, everyone except for Solas, I need a system shock check as you lose a year, as your age is reduced by 1 year.
Yeah.
So that's a D100, and we have to get under the score?
Yeah, it's constitution based.
Yeah.
So hang on.
100.
So is that what Braxon's getting?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm going to
it's
speed up the process of opening these up now.
Okay. System
Oh,
shock.
thank goodness. I was scared.
It's pretty high. With 16, for example, it's 95.
And that's D100.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's 88.
Yeah, mine's 88 as well.
I'm
You're
saying
fine.
looking
Yeah,
for
you're
mine
fine.
at the moment.
So yes, each of you will find yourselves a year younger. You made your system shock checks.
Yay.
Even if it goes
Yay.
past our previous minimum?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thankfully my true age was 25, so I'm back to 25.
Oh, my true age.
Oh, no,
went
I mean,
down to
like,
100.
when I mean, like, yeah, theoretically this could age you down to 2 years old, kind of thing. You know, I mean, you're only losing 1 year, de-aging by 1 year. But like, if you took a potion, like if you were 21 and you took a potion that reduced your age by 8 years, yeah, you'd be a kid.
Yay! I'm only 48 now.
I'm 39. I've gone down
I-
1 year.
Yeah, I'm 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just 1
Yeah.
year.
My
But it's,
my real
it's 1 year.
my real
Yeah.
physical and mental age is 32, so I'm still 16 up.
Braxon's physical age is now 23.
Oh no.
His real age is 25. So he's after all that aging and stuff, he's 2 years younger than he's meant to be.
We're gonna have some interesting interactions if you get any younger when you're the captain.
Hey, some people have that personality. All right, let's see, Ockar. The second one that you will take. Give me just a second. You find yourself quicker of foot with better hand-eye coordination. Your dexterity increases by 1.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yes!
Mhm.
This is amazing!
I thought
I
you
know
had
I've-
wisdom though.
I now have 16 dexterity.
You have a actually bonus to ranged attacks.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
have a better defensive adjustment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That makes
Or
up for the
any
fact that I gave up my magic shield.
proficiencies dex based from you.
Give me a second, I'm modifying them.
I don't think you've got any dex ones. Actually, riding might be, isn't it?
Writing, I
Or
believe.
is it wisdom?
Let's see. Writing is dex based, I believe.
No, riding is wisdom based, I believe.
Either way, I had to update that from 15 to 16.
And Lafdul, you find yourself the items that you carry don't seem quite as heavy.
Oh, you
Oh.
got
You gained
strength
a point of
also.
strength as well.
Oh. That means I've actually got a damage or a hit bonus. I don't know which one it is. At 15.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't get it until 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
16 is,
15.
16 is +1 to damage, 17 is +1/+1.
This
18 is
means
plus
that
one
I'm
plus
Stronger
two.
though.
This means that I get like a better attack adjustment when I'm doing my crossbow stuff. That's great.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I got a max higher press as well. Oh no,
Also-
I don't. Mine's exactly the same. Mine doesn't
Also,
even
reaction
change at all.
adjustment. Reaction adjustment. I can actually react when when we're in surprise a little bit better. I also
Yeah,
now have
also-
a 5% chance to pick locks.
Well, you don't have a pick lock skill, so you don't get that at all.
Fair enough. I just thought that was funny.
Braxton has a chance to pick locks.
Oh,
With his big-
Lafdul's a bit
Big,
stronger.
big lock pick.
I wasn't expecting it to get strength. Oh.
So, opening up
15.
the rest, you guys will find that you don't get any more pieces of chocolate than those. But you do find a number of pieces of amber, jade, and glass, all of them shaped like acorns. Once you obviously hit whatever threshold there was on this tree, you'll notice that all of the other large acorns that are still on the tree shrink down to perfectly normal-sized acorns.
Right.
Oh, that was nice.
And you recognize that the
Yeah.
magic has run out.
So,
So,
What
give me
do-
just a second.
okay.
Lafdul's like, he says out loud, "Thank you, Lever, for your gift," in a manner of speaking.
So you will find a total of 18 pieces of amber,
Oh, wait, hang on,
17
should I-
pieces of glass, and 17 pieces of jade.
Are we just going to add all these to the party thing, or
I think we should add that. I think we should add that to the party where we had the other gems.
Yeah, I think that's for the party to split.
So
Then
Yeah, I mean, it's
potentially
just
split
wealth.
up if we sell. Yeah.
Um,
Even the glass acorns are worth
it was-
something
Did-
since
yeah.
they
it
are
was it was
basically
18 it was 18 amber and 17 jade.
And 17 glass.
and
Did-
17.
did Braxton get one of the glass acorns?
Yes.
I think Braxton would like to bury a glass acorn in case we get a glass tree grow.
Okay.
It
That's
might
fine,
not
yeah.
happen. If nothing happens, when we come back, he'll dig it up again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do it
Um,
from this one if you're going to do so.
Oh, I was making.
Yeah, like
I
that.
had to make rows above.
Yeah,
Crap.
do them above like that.
what is
Okay.
your appraisal proficiency? Lafdul?
Oh, it's based on my intelligence, isn't it? It's like 14. Appraisal is 14.
Okay. All right. The amber and the jade are each worth 100 gold pieces, and the glass are worth 30 gold pieces.
Decent. Decent value.
What was the
Bra-
calculation for this?
That's a bit over
Braxon's
3,000.
Braxton's gonna ask Finn to help him bury the glass acorn, and he says, "Finn, I know this is a long shot, but if there's such a thing as a magical glass tree, I'd like to see it."
Finn will humor him.
All right. You never know. So make a note on your sheet that one is buried on your asteroid.
Yeah.
24.
Lafdul.
You know, if we're gonna do that, why don't we bury one of each?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
That's reasonable. All right.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought the jade wasn't an acorn shape.
No, they're all acorn
All
shaped.
of them are.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
All right. So you bury one of each.
Yeah.
Okay. Lafdul, do you want the
Mhm.
plaque to rest on the ground? Do you want to put it in the tree? What do you want to do with the plaque?
It's fitting that it should go with the tree. I don't know about on the tree. If I have to, I'd have to. Well, I asked Finn for his more expertise than I would know, because he doesn't like unnecessary harming to a tree, and I'd feel bad about doing that.
Given the gifts this tree has given us, let's not violate it.
Mm-hmm.
What? Just leave it resting at its base or something, or hang it on a branch, or
Yes.
I mean, you could make a spot amongst the roots. Get
so
like
it could be sort of
the dwarves have some stone. You could mount it on a piece of stone and put the stone there and make like a little plinth kind of thing, a little monument marker amongst the roots.
How many glass ones did we get?
17.
You adding that in, James? Oh, okay. Is he there?
What?
Are you
Well,
adding in
17.
the glass ones?
No, I've done it.
I did. I put 17. I did all that. I just sent told the value.
Alright, I'm doing the calculation thing.
Okay.
I got distracted from my family yelling about football.
That's okay.
Happens.
All right. So do you like that idea of making it like a plinth, a little marker amongst the roots?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. All right.
Anyone got a different idea?
No, that's
No, it's
fitting.
good. It's fitting.
Okay. Finn, I think that, with your druidic knowledge and stuff like that, you could, do some, like, non-spell magic on the tree so that its roots will never damage the plinth.
Okay.
So you spend some time making sure that it's in the right place and maybe subtly
I
shifting
mean-
some of the roots with some magic so that...
I mean, if it came down to it, I could talk to the tree.
That's true, but...
Are you the
Does it have a
Lorax?
spirit?
He's
Finn is
Clint
the
Eastwood.
Finn is the
This-
Lorax. He speaks for the trees.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
there is a speak with plants spell.
Um,
yeah. I'm so conflicted if this is a what kind of personality you're going to get out of this tree.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to try.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Go for it.
So you cast a Speak with Plants, and the tree. What do you want to say to the tree initially?
I just want to ask it to protect this plinth.
I will ensure my roots do not disturb it.
Thank you. Also, I will thank it for its gifts.
You are welcome. It is a gift from the beyond. A great bout of luck you have seen here. And you can tell now that the acorns are, and the tree itself are now perfectly normal. Like, other than the fact that it's very big, perfectly normal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it does stand out quite significantly, like when looking at the at your asteroid, because this is much larger than all the other trees.
I like it. It'll be like a beacon for us to find it again.
Yeah, and everyone else to find this unusual tree. There's going to be like an evil counterpart to Braxon out there. He's just going to, that tree, going to cut it down.
Well, thankfully we have allies that are protecting asteroid.
Did we find the big bad for this campaign?
Braxon's the evil counterpart.
Yeah, except Braxon wants to cut down the trees to find out what kind of, how awesome they are at using them. The evil Braxon counterpart just wants to cut them down and destroy them so that other people can't use them.
I think the evil Braxon counterpart will be making charcoal out of them.
Well, you must be thinking if you can make some magical stuff out of this wood, considering what it's done.
Well, I mean, Finn spoke to it, so now it's an NPC. But like, before that, Braxon was thinking we could turn that into the keel of a ship and fly around with a ship made out of Lever's tree.
Oh, you just carve it into, put it on.
Wow, disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lever would be with us.
So disturbing.
Yeah.
So it's better than eating her.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I
was really good.
expecting
We
that.
got some useful buffs.
Clearly, we should plant the rest of them now.
That was my.
I will definitely not keep re-rolling until I have a potential for something interesting.
That was my dump.
No, I'm good. I'm good to move on.
My dump stat. My dump stat is less of a dump stat.
That's always good for a captain.
Charisma. That's really good for the captain.
Considering that you're our captain, charisma is should not be a dump stat.
His charisma has always been at worst average.
The thing is,
30 bonus maybe a whole lot better.
Yeah, I really like the bonus.
The thing is with the girdle that Braxon wears, he's got less charisma for everyone, apart from stout halflings and gnomes think he's got better charisma, and all think he's got much better charisma. So I think Braxton's going to end up with dwarven followers.
All right.
You know what? Anghammarand had a really good idea there in chat. I think Finn will do that.
Okay. All right. As you spend some time talking to the tree and telling it Leva's story.
And
that's really good.
And informing the tree that it was planted in her memory.
It will thank you for that knowledge, and it will strive to stand tall in her memory. Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do before you leave your asteroid?
We should have at least a day here.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
Yeah. And then the next day, we will depart for realms unknown.
Okay.
Solas would also comment that oak is a very suitable tree also for a Celtic people. It's one of
When
the holy trees.
when everyone's done and goes back inside the asteroid, Braxon says he's going to take some time to pray to Ptah, and he's going to go to the bottom of the asteroid on his fly.
Okay.
But after we finish with all this and gone back inside.
All right. So you spend some time after that. You take another day there. Check in with the dwarven workers, update them, and thank you very much, Anghammarand. Another reroll there for Finn. And you get ready to depart the following morning. Top off your water again. If you want extra water, you can, but keep in mind that there isn't a portal to bring water in here or anything like that. So what water is on this this asteroid is what's on this asteroid.
Mm-hmm. I am topping off the water supply of our ship with fish every day.
Okay. All right. So many of you would probably stop by Leva's little monument before you leave as well.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for those bits there, Anghammarand. And whoever would be the first to go, let me just roll to see who that would be. Solas.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you'd be the first one to stop by Leva's monument before you leave, and you'd notice that there was a wooden duck attached to the back of the monument, glued on.
Oh, Solas would have hearty chuckle at that.
And then as the rest of you stop in, you notice the same thing.
Wait, is she haunting us?
Obviously.
I'm just gonna smile and go about my day. I think that this is heavily amusing.
Lafdul's perplexed now. He doesn't know if he should take it as a good sign or a bad sign.
Only take it as a bad sign if it starts showing up on the ship.
That is fitting, though. She likes playing with the ducks. Especially on poor Lafdul.
Poor Lafdul. Poor Lafdul.
Wait. Is that you in character, or...?
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay.
no. The Guardian just appeared, literally. That's what happened.
Oh, good.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
this big red
The
guy's on
Avatar.
our asteroid. What do we do?
Who's the avatar of the party?
That is a good question.
I think
Probably
the
you,
closest,
actually.
the closest might be the Paladin.
Yeah.
Did Finn awaken the tree?
No, I'm not sure if I fulfill all the virtues.
Actually, I think when I played, I was a druid, so I think that would mean it was Finn.
But which game was that?
That was 4.
Ultima. One of them.
So Finn, I guess you get to be the avatar now. All right.
Okay. That means I get the ham, right?
Well, you'd
I did
probably
not
actually
think
like
about
the
this.
Hoe of Destruction, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd eventually get the Hoe of Destruction and the Demon Sword of Destroy All Enemies.
All right.
Sounds fun.
So you, with that, you prepare your ship. You've transferred anything over to the asteroid, and this is something you can tell me in between sessions if there's anything that in particular that you want to leave that wasn't already mentioned, or anything that was left there before that you want to pick up. That is perfectly fine.
Mhm.
But you get underway and can travel on towards the sphere wall.
Oh yeah, old.
Mhm.
I did say in previous session that I would study research for the fork. How long did that research take all together?
3 weeks, wasn't
Let me
it?
see. I believe it says there what it is. I would need to go back and look at it.
Oh,
See if
the
I wrote it
plane
down.
shift.
Is this the one for Ockar? Or is this one to
This
the...
was for the prime.
Okay, I forgot to write down the time on that.
Yeah, the one for me is being researched in Brawl while we're on this trip.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I have that written down, and I have the time for that one written down. I didn't write down the
3
other one,
weeks.
so I'll 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, 3
There you go.
weeks or 9 weeks if you don't know.
Okay.
The rod cost is 250.
That's the base cost.
Yeah, base cost.
Okay. So you can begin to get going on the travel. Finn, you decided on what you wanted to study?
Yes, Finn's gonna dig through the library, finding books on agriculture.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh, that's something I think I saw at one point. But...
I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna be. I still had that book on animal training. I believe I got at one point. I'll be studying that on the trip,
Okay.
along with the thing about gray space.
Okay. Well, the thing about gray space is basically a pamphlet, so it's very easy. Like you can.
Then yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
be studying the animal training book.
Okay.
How long
I
did we think? Sorry, go on.
I also remember that I cast Commune to speed up the research, since I also cast Commune to ask about the Ockar's question about if I should about the shield.
I don't
Oh
think
wait,
that's.
no,
I don't think commune.
I wasn't gonna study the animal training book. I was gonna study the law books, right?
Okay. I don't think I don't think commune speeds up your the research for the tuning fork.
The fork. Okay. Then I would have asked about a future spell that I want to research after this fork has been done.
I don't
If
think you
that's
can
okay.
store up a commune question like that.
Okay.
You have to cast it like close enough proximity where
nothing.
you're within the research time period, or close enough. Like if you do it a day or two
Okay.
before, kind of thing.
You need to use all your commune for the spell research, or
Generally, yeah.
you allowed one question out of it, or
I mean, if there's one other question that you want to ask on something else, I'd probably be okay. It would depend on what.
no, I would have just
It would depend a
asked
lot on
if-
what's going on. Like if you're researching a common spell, yeah, I got a problem with that. If it's a super rare spell that is extraordinarily good and awesome, then yeah, I might say that no, you gotta use the whole commune spell.
Well, in that case, I may not be, because I'm thinking about researching Druid's Decay, and I'm pretty sure that is rare. Or even if I'm allowed to research, if you let
I
me
think
have
that would be a
that
druid spell.
I mean, it has Druid in the name, so I thought it would be a good spell to have. Alright, then the other spell would be Protection from Undead.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just check to see how common that spell is. I think it's uncommon. Or rare, I don't know. Give me a minute.
Alright, so Finn is learning agriculture. Ockar studying
It's rare.
law. Alright. And Solas is researching tuning fork.
Mm-hmm.
Lafdul, you want to get started on that
Protection from Undead 5-foot radius. It's a 4th level spell and it is listed as rare.
Okay.
So I have to use all my commune with that, I guess.
Yes.
All right.
So that would speed up the process,
I have.
I believe. Let me double check.
And the cost is halved.
I think that might just have the cost then. I'm not sure if it speeds it up. Let me double check.
Do you remember what it was, Solas? Maybe I'm misremembering.
For the commune effect,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's dependent on the spell.
Oh.
If it's for simple and more common spells, it did both cheapen and reduce the time.
Oh, I didn't realize it varied on spell.
I
Rarity.
mean,
Makes sense. I just didn't know.
I mean, for example, you have to use every question for this spell.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Let's see. Braxon, what are you going to be doing while I look this up?
Well, he's going to look through the 2 guide books he's got, and then Solas's one if he's got time. I guess we don't need to do an inspection of the ship straight away. I think Braxon will want to familiarize himself with everything in the ship.
Okay.
If
And
if I may make a suggestion, we have an all new crew. Run some drills.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Run some.
And you got new charisma as well, so you find out how much easier it is.
Yeah, Braxton to do some drilling.
What is your charisma now? Like 16? 15?
No. It's his charisma is Braxton's dump stat. People aren't supposed to know other people's stats, but Braxton's charisma is 11, but he's wearing a girdle of dwarven kind that makes it 10 for everyone except dwarves and halflings. So for stout halflings and gnomes, including tinker gnomes, I'm guessing, Braxton's charisma seems to be 12, and for dwarves it seems to be 13.
That's still good.
Yeah.
I think my dump stat was originally intelligence. So I regretted that.
So
my dump stat's intelligence, but that's still an 11.
So when it comes to things like the number of henchmen, would Braxton get more henchmen if he got dwarves as henchmen?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. Yes. Because, well, like...
you get your base, and they would be a bonus afterwards.
It would... Well...
I would say no, because it's a temporary bonus, and if he would lose it if he lost the belt in like an accident.
No, wouldn't he get like whatever he normally gets as his base charisma, then have whatever he gets the difference from the step up from having the belt as only those type of followers that it affects?
So no, not exactly. If you like, let's say that you're, you can have 3 henchmen. Just rhetorically.
Yeah.
And that's with the -1 from the belt. If you lost the belt, and that would take your number of henchmen up to 4, then you could then get 4 at that point. If with the belt, if you're at 3, and a dwarf comes along who wants to be your henchman, then yeah, if you're up to 4 or 5 with the bonus from the belt with dwarves or gnomes, then yeah, they can be a henchman. If you then lose the belt, then they're like, I kind of want, I'm not interested in this anymore. I don't really know what I saw in this guy. I'm gonna, it wouldn't necessarily be like, I hate you now. It would just be like, it's time to go do something else, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you had 3 dwarves and a human came along, they'd be like, no, I'm good, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't slot them in to the
Yeah.
and bump the others out, even though you had dwarves already who would be fine with more henchmen,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
got ya.
I am not recalling where the information on commune is, so I will need to double check that.
Not urgent. We've got a week anyway, so.
Yeah. Let me check one other place and see if it says there. Yeah, it's wizard spells. There we go. It does not. All right. Yeah. Because the scroll works on speeding up spell research time. I'm pretty sure commune works on magic items. I don't recall if commune works on spell research. Because I don't think a commune and a spell a scroll like quarters the time or anything like that.
We were
yeah, they don't work
reducing
together,
something.
but previously you have a rule that you can use commune on spell research.
Yeah, I need to double check myself on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm forgetting if that is the case.
I think it also meant that it was really good. I remember, wasn't it? You didn't need to go. You wouldn't fail. I can't remember.
No, there was
Since
no
I'm not
such thing.
recalling right now, I don't want to
Speculate. Yeah.
try
At
and
most,
figure
it
it
gave the
out
same
without
benefit
looking it
that
up.
scroll did.
And I'll write it down. I'll write it down this time so that I don't forget. I've had it's been a really busy week.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
Since
It's been a
last session, so
It's been good. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this game, so I appreciate your time and effort into it.
all right. So you're going to be researching that spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're fighting undead. It kind of makes sense to have something like that on our repertoire.
Okay.
It's not as good as I thought it was. It's only going to hedge out one type of undead. Still.
I mean, do you decide this type of undead when you cast it?
Yeah. So it's kind of like, oh, you see a load of gas, and suddenly you decide to hedge out ghasts, but it would do nothing for the ghouls. But you've also got to know the distinction between the two.
I mean, it's not haha, I'm totally immune to all undead.
Oh yeah, it turns into that eventually when you're 14th level,
Well,
or something.
but it still is.
Does the protection from undead scroll work the same way?
They get rolled. So
Okay.
Oh.
yeah, they I believe they work on a specific type of undead or any, based on a roll for them.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, you could do an augury before you cast it. Well, it'd be predetermined. There's no point actually.
I mean, is it predetermined when I buy the scroll, or is it predetermined when I use the scroll?
That's one that you bought.
I have two that I bought.
Let me double check.
I have two listed in my inventory. One of them I've had for ages. Actually, I think the first one I got from an adventure or something. I don't remember when I got it. I just have had it in my inventory for ages and never used it. Like years.
Oh no,
maybe.
it just it basically just works on all.
Okay, that one.
Both of those that you have.
Okay, that's
Because
good.
that is actually the majority of them. There are some that only protect against a certain type, but the majority protect against everything.
Are the certain types more powerful or less?
Since you don't have one, you're not really sure.
Okay.
Wait, what's he got? Against all.
I have two scrolls of protection against all undead.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, in the future, could it improve to identify, distinguish, or make a better?
Read
would you
magic
be
will determine
more
that.
informed?
No, read magic will determine that. Like
Oh.
when you use read magic on a protection scroll, you will know what it does. Like if it only
Well,
hedges out
wizards
certain
would.
things, I would tell you, like, this is a scroll of protection from skeletons, or this is a scroll of protection from zombies, kind of thing. So, yeah.
So what I understand is that these are protection from undead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice scroll.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had them. I had one for many years, and the other one I just got.
Okay. All right. So we're close to the end of the session. I think we'll end it a little bit early so that we can just kind of have the full trip start next session.
That's good.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's see. Finn, plant growth was 3rd level, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And speak with plants? What level was that?
I'm gonna have to actually look that one up real quick.
Okay.
'Cause I
Say
don't
I know
remember.
what it is, but if you want me to tell you,
That would save time. Yes.
Yeah, what level is it?
4th.
Oh, I'm sorry?
4th.
4th? All right. Okay.
So I wanted to get the Chatterbite spell, but I couldn't because it's a ranger spell.
Okay. XP wise, that is going to be 600 for Braxon.
600, thank you.
That will be 800 for Ockar.
Okay.
Give me a second. Uh, 1,300 for Finn, 600 for Lafdul, and 700 for Solas.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyone getting enough to go up a level?
No.
No.
Not
Uh,
quite.
I don't
Not
think
quite.
that'll start happening again for me until I.
Not when you're
dual
drip
class.
feeding us like that.
Yes. Well, that's the point.
If you
Drip-
had given me a. Oh wait, didn't Greta get experience because she helped with the Scavers?
Scavers.
You said that she would.
She
at the
did,
time?
but she didn't get any XP because that fight was
She
not at
wasn't
all
put in
challenging.
danger.
Even
Fair
even
enough.
for her, because of all the other people you had, that was not a challenging fight at
I
all.
misconstrued because of the words you said.
Well, I mean, like, I was doing that for narrative purposes.
enough.
If I roll up an encounter at this point, which it would just be like feel like a waste of time to go through, because you guys are in no danger from it, then I'm going to be narrating it at this point.
That is fair enough.
Yeah. So.
And think of it this way: that she got her first experience in ship combat.
Yeah, that's important.
But part of it is like there's a level limit for her as well that she can't
Which
go.
is like half my level or
Yeah. And it would actually be extremely easy the way that I'm doing XP right now for her to hit that.
Right.
And I don't want that to happen. It should take multiple adventures for her to get up to that point.
Fair enough.
So.
Question.
Yes.
What will happen when Ockar dual classes will her level cap lower, or is she going to have the same level cap until Ockar's Cleric goes above the Paladin levels?
So even though Ockar would be a level 1 priest after dual classing, he is still what, your 10th level? Or
11th.
11th level. So he's still an 11 hit die character.
Okay.
An 11th level character kind of thing. For all the calculation in that regard. So it would still be following his highest level.
Until priest eventually overtakes it.
Right, at which point then that's the highest level, and then so yeah, I mean she would be stuck at a lower level for a while, but that's the thing is like the way that I'm doing XP, I'm gonna have to like constrain the amount of XP that you get as a priest for a little while, so that you don't shoot up those early levels.
Fair enough.
Because again, like the way that these were designed was for you getting a big chunk of XP at the completion of an adventure. And I'm giving you individual, I'm giving you drips and drops until you do complete an adventure when you get the big bulk. But it does mean that it would be pretty easy for anyone to do that and just zip through those early levels at this point in the game.
That's fair enough.
And it's just not really designed for that to work that way. So, all right. So when we come back next time, you will be shoving off from your asteroid and heading out into the phlogiston, making your way to realm space. So I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We will be back next week. See you then, everyone.
Thanks for everyone.
Thanks for the game. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.